Good morning.
What's going on,
Welcome.
Coultin?
My man, Jacob is here, guys. He is joining us for episode number 49 of Coffee with Coultin. I'm on cup number 4 this morning, and we're going with the Milwaukee mug today as a symbol of solidarity between me and the Bucks fans that have to deal with the media doing their absolute best to put a wedge between Giannis and the Bucks, just like the media did with Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz. Jacob, I appreciate you joining us, my friend. Important
so
question: do you drink coffee?
I do. I'm not on
Good.
my 4th cup. I really try to savor the time between I need that first cup and waking up. So I usually don't go to it until like the afternoon. I do an afternoon pick me up. If I know it's going to be a late night at work, I might even hold off until like 5 or 6 p.m. and then have that cup then. I try to limit myself to at most 2. Most days, I would say, definitely during the week, pretty much always, it's just 1, unless it's a very specific edge case. But yeah, no, I love coffee. I gave it up for 10 years, and I'm really happy to be back on
it. Yeah, dude. We're glad to have you back on the coffee wagon, dog.
You think do you have a favorite like coffee bean? Do you have a favorite like type of brew?
I mean, just like there's local, roasters here in Utah that I could name, but like no one. Cafe Ibis is the roaster here in Utah that I love. So, I mean, my favorite is if I can get the whole beans, grind them myself, and do an AeroPress. Which is also Steve's preferred brewing method. That's my favorite way to consume coffee, just black.
Like an espresso or just a
drip
black?
It would be like a drip.
Nice.
Espresso's like, I love black coffee, but espresso is pretty strong for me.
Yeah.
I'll drink an espresso, but I'm not an Italian or a Frenchman that's like, yeah. But yeah, I love it. And dude, I got to find like a coffee sponsor.
Yeah, man. I mean, there are plenty out there.
Yeah. So, bro, we got our first Top Shot This moment last night. Thank you, Mr. Maxey. Smooth way to work in the VJ putback without minting a VJ moment, right? I didn't know that there would be galactic parallels of this until about 5 minutes ago. I thought there were only going to be the blockchain and hex wave. The galactics are unbelievably sick.
Yeah, they're our creative team always just, they can flex at times, and with Galactic, they definitely did a nice job. Omegas, they've done an incredible job. It's some of the coolest art that we've ever had.
Yeah. Yep. I am chasing one of those in particular, but I don't want to give away my secrets too much, Dude, speaking of long day at work, what's like I don't know if you have an average day in the life at work for you, because it's probably always changing.
Mm-hmm.
But what's kind of an average day for Jacob?
Yeah, I would say that you're right. There is no average day. I would say like I can give you a little peek into yesterday maybe and just kind of talk through that. I think like on the day-to-day, the areas that I oversee and have kind of the most maybe pressure to deliver would be athlete partnerships. So working with a bunch of agents, working with a lot of athletes. So every digital signature we've brought into product, all the activations we're going to have coming later this season, that's coming through on one-to-one basis, right? Like we can work with an agency that might represent 10 guys and then we can, make efficiencies there. But every deal is unique. Every deal requires its own contract. Every player has unique, interests and prioritizations around what the deal would look like. So there's a lot there. Beyond that, still working directly with the league and the Players Association as well on the partnership side, making sure that everything that we're doing is above board and in line, lockstep with our partners. Some work on the NFL side. We have partnerships this year with the Bengals, the Texans, the Patriots, and the Jaguars. So doing all the coordination kind of campaigns there. Have a bunch of people that I work with day to day and, making sure that they're equipped with what they need to be successful on a given day. Lots of product engineering meetings to make sure that, when we have issues on the site, we're kind of retroing it and understanding how to fix it for next time, how our campaign team can do a better job of kind of being cognizant of where risks may be. So as we plan our campaign, one example may be, okay, we're going to do a draw because we think that that's going to be the safest for site stability, whatever that may be. So those are kind of just a few different areas. Certainly on the Flow ecosystem, there's some more stuff going on that working through and trying to help with. And then, just as a general lover of the NBA, every time I have an opportunity now to kind of go through play descriptions and give feedback, making sure in lead up to a drop that we're, making sure there's enough QA going into it. Those are all kind of things just in the past few days that I've kind of given attention to.
So, should I give you the flowers for securing Cooper Flag as the kind of poster athlete of the rookie class for you guys?
I mean, everything's a team effort here, right? But yeah, I think that as you'll probably remember, Coultin, in 2021, we had a lot of stuff going on with, between Josh Hart, Tyrese Halliburton, a few others. And those guys were CAA represented by CAA. And as it so happened, Cooper is also represented by CAA. So being able to really lean on relationships, as you've probably heard and come to know, like the industry is very relationships based. Yeah. You need to be able to build trust with partners, build trust with athletes, and provide really compelling cases for why an opportunity makes sense for every party involved. So yeah, definitely fortunate to have Cooper as kind of the face of Top Shot this season. And I just play a small part in kind of the wider picture of our team that, is firing on all cylinders to try to make every drop and every experience as seamless and fun and great for the community as possible. And we don't get it right every time, as evidenced by this week. We had some shortcomings and some hiccups, but I think every misfire is a great opportunity to calibrate and optimize for next time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was talking to my boy Roham last week, I think it was last Friday, about we compared like an S1 moment to like a moment from this series. And it's like, if people just log off for like an hour and go outside and like touch some grass and come back and like look at the improvements, it's pretty friggin', I mean, dude, you got a Tyrese Maxey drop ending in 5 hours. This play happened last night. Like, come on now. That's dope. Did you get to interact with Cooper at all?
Yeah, a little bit. Most of the work with him came through his agent, but in terms of like, hey, we have got a bunch of inscriptions that you all don't even know about that he wrote, right? So making sure that we collaborate with him and his team on, hey, we think these types of inscriptions would be cool, but we'd love Cooper's ideas for other inscriptions that he'd like to add. So something like the main event that came from him directly as something he wanted to kind of.
No way.
But yeah, dope. I mean, we there's some athletes where it's a little more hands-on. There are some where it's a little more through the agent, a little bit of a blend. But yeah, I think historically, It's really fun when the guy gets really, really into Top Shot and wants to kind of ask a bunch of questions. So we have a few examples of that right now. You met Ty Jerome in Vegas over the summer.
Yep.
He's been texting and asking questions, and he's
Dude,
building
he's
up his
active.
collection. He is active. Jake Laravia is active. We got a few other guys that are kind of reaching out saying, hey, I've heard about this from my teammate, or hey, I know we did a digital signature deal at the start of the year, but can we do something bigger? I think this is a really cool product. So we've got some cool things in the works, and a little too soon to leak that alpha, but maybe when those deals are inked, I can come back on and leak it then.
Please, yeah, let me know. I didn't know Jake Laravia was active.
Yeah, his username is the very creative Jake Laravia. Just one word, no spaces. You can find his collection.
Pretty sure. I swear I've seen that on the feed, and maybe not. I swear I did, and I thought that's a funny username.
Let's pull it up right now. You can find him.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see.
If you go to the search bar in the top right, you should be able to.
If for some reason my screen is not. There we go. Hold on.
I think you need to put an @ before it. Yeah,
there it is. Yeah, it knew what I meant.
Oh yeah.
Jake, dude. Where's his score? I can't. Oh, 38K. Okay. He's got 309 moments. Dude, he ripped a pack 2 weeks ago.
What do you get?
Bro, we gotta send. Oh, okay. Okay. He got the Zion tip off. I hope he's locking his moments. Dude, I always say it would be so funny if I was a player, I would like monopolize my moments. Like I would just pick one moment and just be like, yep, if you want this, you're gonna
I know when we were initially onboarding him, we only had one moment from him, and it was like his rookie debut. I felt a little embarrassed, candidly. I'm like, sorry, man, I know you've been in the league for 3 years and you're a good player. No one can deny it. We just need to get you more moments, I guess.
Dude, he's got the whoa, wait a minute. Okay, bro, I'm never gonna get this. I have an offer on this moment. That's why I've seen it, because I got the number 1 of the Jukebox Miles Turner just because it was cheap. And I'm like, these are so sick. And I was like, how dope would it be to get the number 1 and the jersey? Yeah, he's not going to accept my offer. He doesn't need $50.
No,
bro, he's got
you need to come correct with that.
Yeah, he's got the Cooper hard court, so he's got some W stuff.
Yeah, I think if you sort his collection by maybe like highest offer or lowest I guess he's not. Yeah, maybe it's ASP. Yeah, so he went heavy on Caitlin and Austin Reeves. I remember when those happened.
Yeah, he's got some Lakers stuff. Dude, I'm gonna send him some moments today. I'm gonna have to DM him too, but I better think of something clever before I just fire it off.
Well, he's an Indiana guy, so I remember when he made his first purchase as a Caitlin, I'm like, all right, I see you. Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. That's so awesome. Yeah, man, that's exciting that you've got some stuff kind of in the works with players. Please keep us posted on that.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Honestly, Coultin, one guy that we locked in and I felt like we were participating in the Madden curse is we got Walker Kessler, and then he got hurt like pretty much immediately after. So we're going to have to figure out what that's going to look like. But, we had some plans for him to, give us digital signatures and be involved in some moments later in the year. So we'll see. I mean, hey, there are some other Utah Jazz players potentially that we can work with. And it was funny. I talked to Ace Bailey's former agent, Cooper. What's his name? Not
I can't remember.
Son, but maybe Ray Cooper, something like that.
I can't remember, dude.
It was like a week or two before they parted ways with each other, and it was one of the more difficult combos of just like he was being so he was a tough negotiator and not particularly productive one either. So I think we're still kind of waiting to see where Ace ends up, presumably with a bigger agency. But when that happens, I'll obviously be back in touch with trying to figure out how we can make a deal happen, because Ace is a special player and, you know, it's a special rookie class. We'd love for him to be a part of what we're doing.
He really is special. I'm a Jazz fan, obviously, but like the box score doesn't really translate. A lot of people aren't watching the Jazz Brooklyn on a Thursday night, but the Jazz are limiting his touches. They're limiting plays for him on purpose because they're following the exact same model that the Celtics used with Jason Tatum. And if you look at like possessions per game, like they're like identical at this point in their seasons. And Will Hardy, the Jazz coach, was on the Celtics coaching staff prior to. So, you know, the Jazz are all about, you know, not throwing a player into the deep end, and risking like just destroying their confidence, making them feel like they've got to earn some of the stuff. So my point is, I think he could be scoring 25 a night. Because when you watch him score, it's, oh my goodness, it's beautiful. I'm so excited for people to like see Ace Bailey like unlock.
Yeah, it's feathery. It's he floats. He's extremely athletic. He obviously makes hard shots look easy. And you know, I think last year with him and Dylan, there were really high expectations, but the supporting cast at Rutgers just wasn't there, and it really kind of hurt him more than Dylan, fair or unfair, in terms of draft projections and expectations. But yeah, there's no doubt you guys have some players on your team. You have obviously a coach that has extensive track record at developing talent. You have a front office that has extensive record of developing talent, and yeah, I'm curious to see kind of where the next few years take you guys.
Yeah, Keontae is having a hell of a season.
Yeah, nice little comeback, right? I think people were on both of those guys, actually. Last year was a little bit of a down year for both, and
yes, it was.
Come back stronger than I think they've ever been, and that's been really, you know, obviously, whether or not Lowry is part of the long-term calculus in Utah, it certainly behooves you guys to have him playing at his best to maximize trade value or just help you guys win games. So that's going to be fun.
I hope we keep him forever. He likes it here. And you're not going to get a 7-footer that can, like, it's going to be hard to duplicate his production. Plus I have his jacket on right now as we speak. Every day is an opportunity for me to tell people about my Larry Markkinen game-worn jacket. That's how I see life.
Is it like a cape on you? Like, does it go down to your legs?
I mean, I'm tall, I'm long. I have a long torso, so it's not too bad. I mean, it definitely looks too big, but it's not like
rock it.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a joke.
That's awesome.
It had a weird odor at first. Bro, how tough are these Kingmakers?
They're pretty sick.
Unreal. I don't think the Larry's been pulled. A lot of these are still in packs.
A lot are still in packs, that's for sure. Not just on the Kingmaker side, but you know, the
Skylines.
Yeah, the Skylines, some rookie ultimates. I don't know if the Dylan Harper's been pulled yet.
Neither is the Fears, right?
Right. So yeah, a lot still to come out of this drop for sure.
Obviously you know this because you're a junkie. I don't think people realize how good Dylan Harper is.
Yeah.
And I need to secure this. I'm looking to make some moves today to get this origin before more people start to figure it out. Obviously, people know, but like, dude, I think he's already better than Castle.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't say that flippantly. Castle's very good, but I don't think there's a question. I mean, the reality is last year's rookie class was not particularly impressive, and
Right.
Castle won Rookie of the Year, and he's going to be a very good player. Coming into the draft, my comp for Castle was Iman Shumpert, and I think he's already surpassed that. But like, he is going to be a defensive first guard with some offensive upside. I think Dylan Harper has superstar potential, and that's just a different kind of stratosphere of player archetype, right? So I think both are very good. If I were San Antonio and I was trying to circle the wagons for Giannis, I would, I would see what that looks like. I personally think that Giannis is such a transcendent talent that you would be smart to offer either. But I would imagine that the Bucks would be far more interested in Dylan Harper.
Yeah, and that's a whole interesting conversation. But the Spurs are like the one team to me that like make the most sense for a go for it, because I just don't know how. Nobody does, and I don't want to even say it out loud, but like, how many years will Wemby play? You know?
Right. Yeah. I mean, if you could put Wemby and Giannis on the same team without kind of totally nuking everything else that you have, then I think you probably do have the best competitor to the Thunder. And I would honestly, depending on how they gel together, I would probably take them over the Thunder, just because OKC, if there's one weakness on that team, it's front court depth and kind of defensive resistance. And that's coming from a Knicks fan that thinks that we, as the Knicks, despite kind of general NBA consensus being that we're the best we've ever been, I genuinely think our best team was Isaiah Hardenstein at the 5 and Dante DiVincenzo at the 2. So we'll see. I mean, that would be really formidable. And it just comes down to, does Giannis want to go to San Antonio? Does Giannis want to be the number 2? Because it is Wemby's team. And I personally have just an instinct that Giannis wants to be in a bigger city. And, we've obviously heard the Knicks rumors. I think Miami has pulled rabbits out of hats for decades like this. So we'll see. I think that if he is going to be second fiddle somewhere, I think he'd want to do it in, the biggest market where, I think Nike would be thrilled to have Giannis as Nick, even if it is quote unquote Jalen Brunson's team. I don't think Giannis would have any doubt that it's his team at the end of the game, and not too dissimilar away from, I know you're a baseball guy, not too dissimilar from Jeter and A-Rod, right? Like, everyone knew who the best player on that team was, but it was Jeter's team.
Yep. 100%. Do you catch many Knick games? Do you get to go very often?
Sorry, I missed your question. I think there was a little.
Do you get to go to very many Knick games?
No, man. It really stinks. Tickets are so expensive, and I'm at a point where this is gonna sound like heresy to the viewers watching. I'm at a point now where if I'm sitting in the nosebleeds at MSG, I'd rather just watch on TV. And even lower bowl, you're paying now $250 to $350 for like a bad team in town. If like the Warriors or the Lakers or Spurs are in town and it's like a can't miss talent, those tickets are like $400, $500, and that's not even to get that low on the bowl. So at that point, I'd rather just watch at home. And I told myself last year that I would search for a finals game if they made it. And I think I'm going to hold the line. But generally speaking, I put around $1,000 aside for each of my teams each year to go to games for. And it's pretty wild how much further those $1,000 go for Yankees games than Knicks games.
Yeah. No, dude, I agree with you. Like, same here. for Jazz games, and they're not nearly as expensive as Knick games, but still, like, I'm not going to spend, because I would want to take my kids, and so then I'm buying 3 tickets for me and the twins, and then to sit lower bowl, I'm, a minimum of $320,
Right.
plus the Dippin' Dots, plus the parking, like,
Right.
and I can watch it on a 4, I got it on my TV at home with 3 other games at the same time. Yeah, dude, it's
not to mention if your team gets blown out, you feel like the biggest idiot of all time.
Yeah, and it's an hour drive for me, or if you're in New York, it's probably an insane commute with the.
No, it's not so bad. I mean, I live in Brooklyn. I'm 1 stop from Barclays, so going to Barclays is very easy. Going to the Garden's a half hour on the subway, and the subway
that's not bad.
$3, so it's really not bad. But there's still kind of all the hoopla of what we just talked about, right? Like, I've become increasingly spoiled as a fan, where if I'm not sitting lower bowl, I would rather watch on TV, and if I'm sitting lower bowl, it needs to be a good seat lower bowl. Otherwise, again, the value is just not there to make it make sense to pay the money.
MSG is right at the top of, like, the next arena that I really want to visit. I really want to catch a game at MSG.
It's a special place for sure. And I would recommend it to any and everyone. There's something just about, like, if you're a tourist and you're in New York, what are the things on the list? There's Broadway, of course. There's, during baseball season, Yankee Stadium, maybe Citi Field. But then you just get so many people that are experiencing their first NBA game because they're living in Europe or they're living in Asia, and they come to the States, and where are they going? They're going to New York. And so the environment is like, it's just every night a game feels like a massive event. And I was seeing some tweets earlier today about how the Wolves are in town, Pelicans, and on SeatGeek, their tickets selling for literally $0 in the lower bowl. Like, I think they're trying to list it for $1, and no one wants to go. And I'm just like,
in New Orleans?
In New Orleans. Man, it would be nice to have that type of access to an NBA team at that price.
Oh man, Bayou Sniper better be at every damn game, dude. That's insane.
It is. I mean, I'm not an advocate for any fan base losing their team, but if the Wolves, who have Ant, are in town and you're not gonna be able to sell a ticket for more than $1, then that doesn't
maybe
say much.
Seattle. Yeah. Maybe we can move you back to Seattle. Do you have a moment from Series 25-26 that you're like your favorite, I guess, for any reason? And I know I just threw that question way out of left field.
No, let me give it a thought, because, like, I'm tempted to talk about the rookie debuts, of course. Maybe I'll break it down into a few different groups of, like, what I think I'll reasonably be able to acquire, what I don't think I'll be able to reasonably acquire, and then, just the grails of the grails.
Yep.
So I think I'm excited about Vintage Vibes, and Charlie Ward in particular. Just an incredible story for an athlete, Heisman Award winner and starting point guard on finals team in the NBA. Like, people don't talk about him nearly enough in that kind of conversation of greatest athletes of all time. So Charlie Ward, that would be like the very affordable moment that stands out to me. It's against the Heat, our rivals at that time. And I remember this game. It was one of my earlier NBA memories of just, like, he showed up in a big way, and that was at a time when we really needed him to. So that would be kind of the more affordable, or kind of the bargain bin, so to speak.
Dude, real quick on that, I love, like, kudos to you guys for all the Vintage Vibes moments being Top Shot debuts this year so far.
Yeah, that's a Matt and Sam special, of course, and There's a lot of great players in there that, you know, are. Keith Van Horn was on the cover of a video game. No one talks about it.
Yeah.
But like
Utah U legend.
Coming out of college, him and Tim Duncan were kind of neck and neck of who should be number one pick. And then Duncan kind of asserted himself. So, you know, he had a very good career. I think he'd probably be better in today's NBA as like a stretch five. At that time, he was just like kind of, they were playing him at the 3, but he was probably 10 years later would become a stretch 4. And at today's NBA, just be a stretch 5. So yeah, let's go Charlie Ward vintage vibes. I think
love it.
For tempted to say the rookie debut. Just I'm a big Cedric Howard guy, so I'm tempted to say Cedric Howard on the rookie debut, and maybe the blockchain parallel in particular, just because I think it looks clean.
Yeah,
it's also, you know, very reasonably priced.
Yep. I like the blockchain parallel better than the hardwood, except for the autograph. But yeah.
Right. Yeah, the autograph I think is a differentiator and you can't discount it. But I tend to agree in terms of the artwork itself. I think I like the blockchain version as well.
Yeah.
And then
his thumbnail's so dope too on his rookie debut.
It was a great game. It was just a great performance from early on. And here's one that I think is like extremely kind of a wild card out there, just to kind of give a hipster take. The Hugo Gonzalez Origins. I don't know if you've seen it.
Okay.
It's an awesome thumbnail.
Yeah. I definitely saw the thumbnail. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to watch it for the first time. Yeah. You go, Hugo. That's tough. Yep.
So yeah, I mean, those are, I think, stand out for sure. I mean, there are so many though. It's been an incredible year in terms of like the collectibles, the artwork. I'm excited. Skyline is one for me where it's like really, if it's your team, you're going to be amped as heck and you're going to want it. And if it's not your team, you're going to be a little, you know, you're still going to want it, but you're probably going to be a little more interested in trying to figure out how to flip it. Yeah, that OG season tip-off was a good one too, because that was like, I mean, I wish the season for the Knicks had gone as well as that opening night where, and I know that I think we're 14-7, so it feels a little disingenuous to say that we're struggling as a team. But like that opening night just felt so different from the Tibbs era in the sense that like we beat the Cavs, who are a very good team, and it was like pretty much painless. We just won, and we didn't even play that well, and we were just the better team.
Yeah.
And it seems like since that game, we've played down to competition. Some games we haven't played up to competition. Some games we've kind of been a little bit sacked at the line of scrimmage, so to speak, in terms of like we don't really go into the game with the mentality to win. So we'll see. I'm less bullish on the Knicks than I think most Knicks fans. I think we have an incredible roster of talent that might not fit perfectly well together yet.
Yeah, that's valid. I secured my Jalen Brunson Serial 13 of the club collection. Dude, the club collections are awesome. And really cool. I love, but I also don't love at the same time, how I was talking to Matt about this. Like, there was like some people that were kind of whining about parallels, but the low ask is telling me that people like the parallels.
For sure.
Svi for $20. Like, Svi's not even, like, Jazz fans don't even like Svi. And he's $20.
Yeah,
I don't have one yet.
There's a huge demographic of top shotters that just want to support the Ukrainian legend that is Svi Mikhailuk.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Like,
great shooter.
Yeah, he really is. He had 28 the other night.
Once a Nick, always a Nick, as we say.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the rub with Parallels and has been historically, right? Even when they've been, I think the artwork on these and the next level of fication, to make up a word for it, that our creative team did to make these look so special and cool, and not just the club collection, but across the board this year.
Yeah.
I think they've really differentiated the Parallels. But even if you go back in time to leaderboard rewards and other instances of Parallels in the past that I think looked worse, just objectively, like there was always that price differentiation, and it makes sense. People want the scarcer thing. These are collectibles that at the high end are luxury goods, and people want to be able to flex having the scarcest and the most coveted of them. So I think, there's always the dynamic in the Top Shot community of if it's not something for you personally, it's easy to shit on it, for lack of a better word. And if it's not for you, then you don't have to buy it. But there are people that have seemingly really gravitated toward specific types of Parallels, specific types of sets with Parallels. So we're all for it, and I think that just allows for the packs to be more interesting. It allows for, on the monthly drop, there to be more ways to win, more things to look for, more strategies to take on. And, we've seen it with the Panini blockchain, or certainly generations of trading cards. Parallels is a collector native kind of approach to making a cool collectible. So, I've been really happy to see kind of how they've performed in the market, but also just how the art looks and how the community's received some sets as the ones that they want to pursue, some Parallels that they like more. And, I think those discussions of, hey, I think the blockchain Parallel is nicer than the hardcore Parallel. It's like, okay, we welcome that. That's like a fun debate.
Yeah. Well, and this is fun. Like, look, so I got the number 13 in both variants of the Keyshawn. So it's super fun to go after, so I need I'm pretty sure I have the Brunson standard 13. Maybe I don't. Brunson's a guy that I like to try.
Yeah, right there, right? Bottom right.
That's last year's. I thought I had both of this year's. Maybe I don't yet. But yeah, dude, it's fun to try to get like the rainbow done, like get all of them in the same serial. It's just another way to it definitely caters to people like, I think, like me or Treaticus, that really just enjoy their moments, like looking at their moments. Like, I know Thunder Hour is another person that, like, he loves to just look at his moments. And like, dude, me and Thunder Hour were geeking about the spinning, being able to, like, the animations that we get now in the app, like especially on like dude, they're so sick.
Can you do me a favor? Can you pull up the Wemby season tip-off?
Oh yeah, I would love to.
This is one that, if I were to take that answer again, having given it a little more thought. Yeah, we can go with the
Hex Wave.
Yeah, that's fine. Either the Hex Wave or the standard. Just this play, like this was, I think, obviously Wemby with the deep vein thrombosis last year, comes back and on opening night looked like the best player the world had ever seen. Like, legitimately, I don't think there had ever been a display on the court as just freakish. 40 points, 15 boards. You can't, like, this is a perfect representation. Like, it's very clear every single possession on defense. It's him and everyone else ever. Like, Wemby, I don't say this hyperbolically. He is the single greatest defender in NBA history, and I don't think it's particularly close. and he
Probably
has
not.
a lot of work to do to build his kind of accolades as the best defensive player in NBA history. But in terms of like per game performance, if I were going up against the Monstars and I needed to have one guy playing center for us, I would pick Victor Wembanyama, because the impact, it's not even on the block shots. It's just every possession you notice in that game. That was Cooper Flag's debut. So there's a lot of additional kind of collectability of that specific moment.
Yeah.
You just watch it, and the Mavericks are afraid to drive to the rim. And they have some legends on the court there. You know, they've got Anthony Davis, who just like, he looks, and Anthony Davis going into this season, or going into, you know, NBA 75 greatest players, where's AD on the list of greatest defenders ever? Top 20?
Yeah.
It's just not even close. You just see them next to each other, and it's like, oh my God. And then you have this play.
Yeah, the tween behind step back. Dude, there's like his handles are smoother than a lot of like shooting guards.
So that would be my answer, my favorite moment so far this season, I think.
And this game was, I'm trying to think if there's been a game that's got more buzz this year than this, and I don't think that there was. Like, the internet was on fire
right
after this game. Like, and Cooper's debut was totally spoiled. Like, I mean, he was fine, but you can't compete with that.
I mean, I think the block, I think on the next cycle,
yeah,
Lively into the step back three.
Yeah,
that is like, it's just unbelievable. That's Derek Lively doing a hook shot, a 7-footer doing a hook shot, passing it to Wemby now,
and he blocks it to Steph. Like, he knows what he's doing. It's not, can I get this block? It's, can I put this block into my teammate's hands?
There's never been anyone like him, and Ralph Sampson's probably the closest, but it was just a different era where they didn't allow him to cook like Wemby's cooking. And in terms of talent development, nutrition, stretching, like the things Wemby does, like, my wife is not really a big NBA fan, but if I have a video of Wemby stretching in the trainer's room, I'll show it to her and she'll be like, show me more. I need to see more.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Shohei in that way, right? Like, transcends the sport, breaks out of the echo chamber. You don't have to be an NBA fan to be really interested.
Right. And he's super likable. You know, he doesn't talk. Yeah, I'm a Wemby fan. I think a lot of people like Wemby, even if they don't, you know, as a Jazz fan, it sucks because the Jazz aren't going to be able to compete against the Spurs whenever the Jazz get good. But I guess we got the Thunder to worry about anyways for now. Yeah, Wemby's tip-off, that's a good choice. Dude, you can't beat these though.
Kingmaker, those are your favorite?
I
see your Kingmaker. I raise you Rookie Ultimates. Those are my favorites in terms of a set, but it's a tomato.
Yeah. So you would rather pull a Rookie Ultimate than a Kingmaker?
I'd rather pull a Cooper Flag Rookie Ultimate than a LeBron James Kingmaker, but I'd probably rather pull a LeBron James Kingmaker over any other.
Yeah, okay, right.
So it's player specific, I think, to an
extent. Makes sense.
But yeah, I think the artwork, the fact that they're true one-of-one rookies, you know, we're gonna have the signature series later in the season where we're getting their custom inscriptions as one-of-ones, and those are going to be really cool as well. But the fact that the Rookie Ultimate is from their first game, it's like as definitive the rookie card comparison of a one-of-one that you'll ever have. Yeah. And I think the artwork is just really clean. I mean, they're both really, like, the Kingmaker, I think, has a little more going on, which, you know, that's also cool. But yeah, I think the Rookie Ultimate is my personal favorite set. And one day I will aspire to own. I have the Tyler Smith, actually.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Hell yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. It's one of my cooler niche ones I'm excited about.
That's awesome. We need to get Matt the it's not a rookie ultimate, but we need to get Matt the Iverson that just dropped.
The Supernova, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw was it Come From Beyond? Got 2 of them yesterday.
Come From Beyond came from beyond yesterday. They pulled up from deep. Yeah, they copped. They spent a few dollars yesterday.
Yeah, just a few.
Nice dude too. I've DM'd with Come From Beyond a few times. Yeah, they got the jersey and the 7.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's I was talking to Banana about the jukeboxes. Like, by the way, I have ADHD. It's hard for me to stay on task. This is my new Grail.
Oh yeah?
This is my new, like, I will own this moment Grail.
Okay.
LeBron is my GOAT. We can debate that anytime. I'm ready. I also hate Michael Jordan. I'm on the record saying that daily. But I go down a lot of YouTube wormholes. I watch YouTube every night, just basketball, like, you know, and when you search, like, when you're doing like a LeBron deep dive, this is pretty much unanimously regarded as his best game.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of the stakes, the stage, his performance.
I think the only one that comes to mind that might rival it, which came in a loss, which is the only reason it's not definitively his best game, was Game 1 of 2017 final, the J.R. Smith game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are the two for sure.
He couldn't have done anything else in that game.
Right.
Other than get J.R. Smith to not call a timeout.
Yeah, that's a great call. I mean, it's truly, you know, and that was also at a time when there was just a lot at risk, a lot at stake for him. If he lost that game, they would be, you know, clowned on, right? Because that was off the bat losing the previous season to the Mavericks.
Yep. It's got the MVP badge, the championship year badge. I have a friend, the person that blessed me with the courtside finals tickets, who sat courtside at a lot of Celtics games, has told me some of the stuff that KG would scream at LeBron James, and like, bro, the hatred, the like, just, I mean, I wouldn't repeat it on this show, but like crazy stuff. So, I mean, that makes it that much, I don't know, that much more special to me, just that it was in Boston. Like, and I love the Celtics, but yeah. So Come From Beyond, dude, congrats on having number 1, 2, and 3 of my Grail. That and the block, but dude, I'm never gonna afford the block. Clamps is badass. And I love that we've got just the airdrops now for Clamps. Super fun. So
yeah, the Top Shot This airdrops as well. Those are going to be just a great thing to have throughout the season, rewarding people on their favorite team or favorite player boards. Like those are, or sorry, not even favorite player. Just if you're high on a player leaderboard,
yeah,
you want to reward.
Yeah, I saw that, the top 100. Quick question. Yesterday, Top Shot announced favorite team locking. Thank you. I think that's exceptionally special for fans of teams like the Spurs or the Jazz, like smaller market teams. Do you know if moments that we've bought and locked that were from this season prior to yesterday?
Those will count for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, me and a few other folks were wondering that. Dude, thank you for your time. We didn't even really browse the feed. That's the problem. There's too much stuff to talk about.
Well, I'm happy to come back anytime, Colton. Thanks for having me, man.
Let's do it again in a month or two.
Let's do it.
Let's revisit some of that alpha when it gets a little closer on the rookie stuff.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and hopefully in that time you'll have a LeBron James anthology Game 6 in your collection.
Yes, thank you. Dude, thanks again. It's Jacob. Coffee with Coultin, episode 49. Appreciate your time. You guys have the best Friday of your lives.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend. Take care.